Welcome to the Broadway Buzz podcast. I'm your host, Pierce Ream, here to bring you the latest Broadway drama, casting rumors, and all the buzz from the world of the theater. Without further ado, let's get into today's buzz. Hi everyone, my name is Pierce and welcome to the first episode of the Broadway Buzz podcast. This is exciting. This is a place where we break down all the latest Broadway news, drama, and rumors. You can find me personally on Instagram at DangIt'sPierce, and you can find the podcast at BWayBuzz Podcast. If you have any rumors or tea, just go ahead and send that my way, and I'll be sure to feature it in the podcast. So today we're going to be talking about how Hollywood actors like Denzel Washington, Jake Gyllenhaal, and George Clooney are taking over this Broadway season, making ticket prices soar over $1,000. Yeah, you heard that right. So are these stars bringing in new audiences, or is Broadway just becoming completely unaffordable? Plus, I've got some fresh Broadway rumors you are not going to want to miss, including rumors about Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, and even Miley Cyrus. So Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal are going to be starring together in Othello on Broadway this season. Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a movie actor known for his roles in Donnie Darko, Brokeback Mountain, Nightcrawler, Prisoners, Spider-Man, the 2019 version. He's built his stage credibility with his performance from Sunday in the Park with George, so he's been on stage before. We know him. We've seen him. But are we really going to be paying this much to see them? I don't know. I don't think it's justifiable. But Denzel Washington, he has a strong fan base. He's a strong actor. He's known for Training Day, Glory, Malcolm X, The Equalizer, Fences. He is a 2-time Tony winner and a Broadway legend, so, I mean, he has that. Mid-orchestra seats, they're hitting for $900, and that's before people are reselling them. The theaters directly are selling them for $900. Last season, we had The Music Man with Hugh Jackman. Tickets were $1,000 being sold by the theater directly. How is this okay? I mean, I get the average Broadway theater goer, the median income is $200,000 a year. I'm sitting among millionaires when I go see shows. That's what's in my head. So the big question that we're going to be asking: are these prices justified, or is Broadway cashing in on the star power? I mean, it's obvious that they're just taking the money. Othello, the play itself, you don't have to pay for because it's by Shakespeare, and it's so old that the rights are for anyone. So if it was a more modern play, they'd be paying the writers. They don't have to pay anyone. So the producers are just being greedy, selling $900 tickets when they're not paying anyone. They're making all the money. George Clooney, he's making his Broadway debut in Good Night and Good Luck. Tickets are already $775. Is this going to be good? We don't even know how he's on stage. I heard that Denzel Washington during previews was calling line. How are you guys going to be paying $900 for tickets to be watching Denzel Washington call line? I don't get it, but hey, you got the money to spend it on whatever you want. So do you guys think Hollywood stars are actually helping Broadway? I mean, they're helping the producers. They're not really helping the community because they're just keeping us from seeing shows. I mean, I'll say Little Shop of Horrors, that's a different thing. Little Shop of Horrors has been running for 6 years off Broadway, where they interchange the cast with different celebrities that are well known, and they get different audiences. They switch them out maybe every 4 to 6 months. They've had Corbin Bleu, Jeremy Jordan, Milo Manheim from Zombies, Liz Gillis from Victorious, Constance Wu, Joy Woods, Jinx Monsoon, the drag queen. They've had lots of different people where they can get people to come in, but the tickets don't exceed $200. I don't think. You can get a front row ticket for $170. You can be that close to the stars, but they aren't that big. That's the thing. But I don't think it should matter. I feel like maybe there should be a cap on Broadway shows. Or maybe there should be ranking. Like if you're a college student, you could get a certain discount. If you're a senior, no, I don't care about seniors, sorry. I mean, maybe I'll be a senior one day. So maybe I should care. But yes, I think there should probably be some sort of ranking where if you make a certain amount of money, you have to pay more. But if you don't make that much money, why are you paying that much? Or why should you have to? Because it's restricting people from seeing live theater, and that's not right. It's not. Why are the prices so high? Because the more people that want to see it, the higher the tickets are going to be. It's like plane tickets and hotels. The more in demand it is, the more it's going to go up. There's only so many seats. Some theaters have less than 1,000 seats. So these shows are very exclusive. Producers are being as greedy as they want because they can. And yeah, that's what's happening right now in this Broadway season. It's sad because, actual loyal Broadway theater fans, people that want to go and see theater, they're not going to be able to, or they're going to be spending an arm and a leg where they can only see this show this season. They won't be able to see anything else. This is people's $900 is people's rent. Like, it's just crazy to think about. Broadway would still make money if they lowered their ticket costs. And like I said, with the tiered system, I don't know how it would work. I don't know if it would work, but it's an idea. Alright, now I'm going to be talking about the Book of Mormon. I just saw that last week with my boyfriend Giovanni. I just want to mention I'm not being compensated in this review in any way. So don't think I'm promoting or demoting. It's just my actual opinion. I was surprised, honestly. I didn't listen to all the music before. I listened to a few songs like I Believe and Hello, just like the classic songs that everybody knows. But oh my God, like when the African people first appeared on the stage and they were dragging that dead donkey, my jaw dropped. People were laughing around me, but like I was shocked. And I will say Giovanni and I won front row seats for the lottery. I'll go into the lottery in a little bit in this episode, actually, on how to get cheaper tickets. Our tickets were only $49 each, which was really, really nice. That's another way we can make Broadway accessible if we try. Anyways, as I was saying, front row, that donkey just being drug across. That was kind of my first wake-up call to what this show is. They also mentioned some really inappropriate things I'm not even going to discuss on this podcast. But if you guys know the show, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't know the show and you're interested, you can look up why hasn't Book of Mormon been canceled on Reddit, and people have discussed it, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it's like really, really offensive to the African community. They make fun of them. They make jokes that are like kind of degrading. One of the lines is talking about where the African girl is saying she wants like a life with meaning. She said she wants to go to America where life has meaning. Like, are you saying that they don't have a meaningful life, that their lives don't have meaning? Like, I don't get that. That really, really hit me. And it's black people playing these roles too. So, I mean, they're making thousands of dollars a week, so you can't really blame them. A lot of it didn't really sit well with me, but again, it's by the writers of South Park, so you can't go in expecting a PG-rated musical. Overall, I would rate it probably an 8 out of 10. I liked it. I liked the inappropriate humor. It really hit me in the face. I was not expecting half of the things that were presented. Alright, now we're going to be talking about the Broadway rumors. Is Tom Hanks coming to Broadway? I sure hope so. I love Tom Hanks. I've seen Big, Sleepless in Seattle, You can't really ask me to name Tom Hanks movies. I mean, I can name them, but I can't name the ones I've seen. Um, yeah, I mean, he's a great actor. There's rumors that he could be in the talks for a 2025 play. It could be a classic revival or like a brand new drama. I honestly want to see him in a brand new drama. I don't want to see something boring where it's like a bunch of old talk and you can barely understand what's going on. You have to pay close attention. I want something new, something fresh, something modern, something where I can relate to it. You know what I mean? There's also rumors that Meryl Streep could be finally doing a musical coming on Broadway. And there's also Mamma Mia coming on for a limited run on Broadway for 6 months, starting in August. So, I mean, that could be kind of crazy if Meryl Streep came and did something in Mamma Mia. If you didn't know, she played Donna in the Mamma Mia film alongside Amanda Seyfried. Finally, the final rumor that we're going to be discussing today is Miley Cyrus. Yeah, there is a rumor that she's going to be coming to Cabaret after Eva Noblezada departs, which I would pay the $1,000 to go see Miley. I will tell you that right now. I would pay the $1,000 to go and see her in this role. She has never been on Broadway, but she's phenomenal. She's a phenomenal actress and she's a phenomenal singer. And this role would be perfect for her. The role of Sally Bowles in Cabaret. If you don't know about it, it's the lead. Look it up. She would fit it. Her voice would be beautiful for Broadway. And I was just talking about how Jake Gyllenhaal and Denzel Washington are bringing prices up and how it's messed up. But now I'm saying I would go and see Miley. I would pay. I don't know about $1,000. I don't have $1,000 to go and spend like that. I was exaggerating. But I would probably pay maybe $300 to go and see Miley on Broadway. I've never paid $300 for a ticket on Broadway. I usually do Rush or Lottery or try to get the cheapest possible ticket. But if Miley Cyrus were on Broadway, I'm telling you, I will be sat. Okay. Now, we're going to be discussing some hacks and not really hacks, you know what I mean, some tips and tricks and hacks and stuff like that on how to get cheaper tickets without paying $900. So, Othello actually does have a Rush and a Lottery where you can go and get a $40 to $50 ticket. It depends on the show. Most shows do have the Rush and the Lottery. A lot of the lotteries are online. I don't think any shows actually do in-person lotteries anymore. But let me explain each a little more. Broadway lotteries, you enter just using your name. It's completely free. And if you are selected, you'll be given the opportunity to purchase a ticket at a discounted price, normally $40, $45, $50. The most I've paid for a lottery ticket was for Gypsy. It was $59 or $60. It was $69, yeah. But that was opening weekend. It was Audra McDonald. She deserves the Tony. But that is a whole different podcast episode. Now, if you want to do the in-person rush, what you're going to want to do is get in line before the box office even opens, because there's going to be other people in line trying to do the rush, and you're just going to wait, and the doors are going to open, and you're going to go to the box office, and you're going to get the discounted tickets. They only sell maybe 20 to 30 of them. You can get up to 2. You could also check out the website bwayrush.com. That has the lists for the addresses, the times the box office opens, and all of that kind of stuff. There's also another website that does reports for what time the lines start forming. That's B-Way. I'm not sure. Just type in Broadway Rush Reports. Or here, I'll search it for right now on my laptop. It's this. It's BroadwayRushReport.com. So check that out, and you can plan it out. It's really not that hard. It's kind of a fun thing to do. Get you out of the bed early, gets you into the city. and get you your tickets and ready for the show. Now, I will say they also have standing room tickets. If a show is sold out, some theaters have standing room only spots for $25 to $40. You can see the standing room policies on the theater's websites. Some of them don't offer it. I've never done it. I don't know if I would. I don't really like standing during a 2-hour show. I think I'd rather sit. I will say there is a red TKTS booth in Times Square. They sell day of tickets for 30 to 50% off. I've never done that, but I see people waiting outside all the time. I will say there's an additional one at Lincoln Center where nobody normally is. There's normally never a line, and you can get the same exact tickets much on discount, and you don't have to wait. I will say there's an app called Today Tix, TIX. They also offer online rush discounts at 9 a.m. every day for the day of the show. You can get Sunset Boulevard rush tickets, and they just give you tickets for any available seats that they have. You can get up to 2 tickets. It's honestly a really good deal. I've done that a few times, and I do recommend it. All right, so to recap our key points of today's discussion, Hollywood stars like Denzel Washington, Jake Gyllenhaal, and George Clooney are driving Broadway ticket prices to $900, and it's kind of unacceptable, but I would pay that much for Miley Cyrus, but not actually, if you know what I mean. Do you guys think Broadway's becoming too expensive for real fans? The latest rumors are Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, and possibly Miley Cyrus are all going to be making their Broadway debuts, and I'm excited. Would you pay $900 for a Broadway ticket? Do you think Hollywood stars belong on Broadway? And what do you think about these new casting rumors? Send me your thoughts, hot takes, and any hot gossip to B-Way Buzz Podcast on Instagram. Who knows? I might even feature your comment in a future episode. Additionally, we have our link tree in our Instagram bio with our website and a form to submit anything if you'd like to submit it anonymously. Until next time, keep the drama on stage. Hi everyone, my name is Pierce and welcome to the first episode of the Broadway Buzz Podcast. This is exciting. This is a place where we break down all the latest Broadway news, drama, and rumors. You can find me personally on Instagram at DangIt'sPierce, and you can find the podcast at B-Way Buzz Podcast. If you have any rumors or tea, just go ahead and send that my way, and I'll be sure to feature it in the podcast. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, or share it with your friends. Your support means the world to me. We'll catch you in the next episode. Until then, stay awesome and take care.